I've come to my painting quite late, but now I do paint as a botanical artist, and I do sell some work and I have my cards, but I'm still mainly family oriented.
Hello guys, it's Maggie. Today I have visited botanical artist Mrs. Carol Hartley, who generously opened up her home and her studio to me and showed me her paintings and her work. So I'm just going to do a little interview here with her to see what is she up to and what is she about to, and to tell me a little bit about her work. So what exactly is the botanical artist?
Well, it's the recording of plants and flowers and trees, anything that's to do with flora, really, and you choose how you want to describe it in painting terms. Sometimes you want to do something that just shows the joy of the colour, and other times, if you're like me, you quite like showing everything you can about a plant, whether it's its roots, its seeds, the backs of leaves, the fronts of leaves, or buds, anything that describes the plant. My first love was gardening, and I also started a floral stamp collection and started thinking about different plant families rather than just the countries they came from, and I learned more and more about plants in that way. And I started each plant family with a picture which I wanted to improve, so I decided to go to classes, and then from pencil and drawing I was introduced to watercolour, and I've chosen to do it through watercolour, although I know colour pencils is an extremely good medium and it's becoming more popular again. But for me, the mixing of colour and the myriad shades you can get with watercolour is just wonderful. So for me it works, and I've been invited a couple of years ago to join the Hampton Court Palace FLORILEGIUM Society, and so we are now in the process of documenting all the plants from the grounds at Hampton Court Palace to go into the archive. And this is my third year, and I've actually taken over being treasurer of the society, and we just have, every year we have to paint one plant, which is then examined by a panel, and they decide whether it's to the standard they would like. Something we're doing which is putting the paintings away,
Okay.
so that they will be there in many, many years' time for people to perhaps examine and see exactly what was grown in the planting structure of Hampton Court. I'm enjoying it very much. It's really lovely to go up to the palace and be able, very fortunately, to go into some of the parts of the palace that the public don't visit, and up the spiral staircases behind everything and into our room that we're allowed to use. And then when we come out, we're allowed to go to the greenhouses which produce all the plants that they use during the seasonal times at Hampton Court. This is Nerine oleander, which was one of the pictures I chose when I was doing tropical plants for my coursework at Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of my favourites. I like Plumeria,
Okay.
which is known as Frangipani. It's got a popular name, and it comes in white and pink and this lovely multicolour. It has a wonderful perfume. It's a very tropical plant, and the flower buds quite often come before the leaves, but I've been very lucky here. And for me, this detail on the stem is very interesting, the way it gives it character, the shape of the leaves, the different colour of the young growth, and then also the structure of the flower head and the way the petals unfold.
Very nice, very nice.
I think floral art is coming back in the image way because people like to have things to complement the colour schemes, but hopefully true botanic art will regain popularity because it is very lovely. I know that Hobbs have come to an arrangement with Hampton Court Palace and arranged to use the work from their archive, and last year used the work that has been done in some fabric and garments with the sale, and I believe they're going to do the same again this year. So it's always very nice to see floral things around. Indian corn, its true name is Zia maize, and I was just really thrilled by all the different colour. And it also is very representational of the Fibonacci spiral, with how the individual corn goes round, and you can see how it gradually turns, and that's all the geometric from Fibonacci. But I just love the pearly colours and then the darker, older leaves here, and it gave me something to get really involved in. And
the detailing is just tremendous. I can like it's more like a photography than a painting. It just amazes me how much of a detail there is.
Well, you're very kind to say. Very delighted when people who know about botanical art give a compliment. You feel you've really achieved something, and I was particularly thrilled when last year I exhibited at the RHS in Westminster and was awarded a Silver Gilt medal. I was absolutely delighted and very relieved because the standard there was amazing, I thought. Yes, I'm very pleased to have been judged by my peers, but I think most artists would say that as soon as you put paint to paper, you feel you could have done something differently, if not better, and there's always room for improvement. It's not something you kind of pat yourself on the back over, really.